Anime fandoms, what exactly are they? Well, there's many different descriptions, it really depends on who you ask, but in my opinion they're a niche community of fans to do with a certain topic. So whether that be anime, games, media, whatever, they're just fans of it, and in that community they create their own stuff and like discussing the topic that they are fans of. Let's discuss a few fandoms. Also, this video features 2 other YouTubers. Make sure you check them out at the end of this video. My Hero Academia. Yikes. Now, this one's very notable for being toxic, which I'm actually kind of confused about. Now, this certainly is going to be a hot take to many people, but in my opinion, the My Hero Academia, fandom isn't even that toxic, really. Well, at least, I think people are confusing what toxic and cringe, they're separate meanings, they're not the exact same. Sure, something can be toxic, but being cringy are completely separate ideas. So of course you have a lot of cringe TikToks, and of course you have a lot of cringe Twitter takes about whether My Hero Academia is better than blah 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 anime. But overall that doesn't really represent the fandom in my opinion. The fandom is genuinely pretty good with a lot of nice people that just enjoy My Hero Academia, which is completely the whole point of a fandom, is just people talking about what they enjoy and don't enjoy. And I guess it kind of really shows that the more popular a show is, the more likely you're going to get these kind of weird point of views. Although I will admit, something that I don't really like about the My Hero Academia fandom is that they kind of force these, relationships on characters. For example, Izuku Midoriya and Katsuki Bakugo are kind of forced into this weird relationship, even though I don't even think that's what the author was going for. But yeah, it's kind of that yaoi forced fan manga kind of sort of area that I kind of don't like. But hey, if you want a relationship that you want, and you want to make a fan manga, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just not really my cup of tea.
Jojo fans, the dick-sucking chads of anime, the definitely not gay or suspicious part of the anime community, is very well known as whenever someone comes up to you and says, hey, I want to watch an anime, and then the Jojo fan will say, hey, yo, gotta suck my dick first. Just kidding. Maybe. But in all seriousness, you should watch Jojo, because if you don't, you're mood, your opinion's invalid, and I'm gonna guzzle your cunt. That's basically what the Jojo fandom is perceived as, but they're not wrong at the same time. They are very obnoxious in the community, anime community to be specific. They are basically unavoidable, as you see them basically everywhere. If you want to find a really good song that's on YouTube, something from the 2000s and behind that, you will find a lot of JoJo fans like, oh my god, is that a fucking JoJo reference? You'll see it everywhere. It's unescapable, because JoJo is a very pop culture focused anime that uses music as references in its show. As JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a very popular anime series, you will see them everywhere on the internet. And because of that, a lot of people would turn down the show as the community is, well, not exactly toxic, but annoying. Which is a shame, because the show is actually really, really good, and I do seriously recommend watching it, but not in an annoying sus way.
The Naruto fandom. Now, I'm not really going to talk about the original OG Naruto, I'm going to talk about Naruto Shippuden, because that's definitely the more popular one, and some people don't even watch Naruto, and they go straight to Shippuden, so of course it's going to be more popular. Now, there's not really much to say about this fandom, other than, I guess, some really nice fan animations, as well as fan coloring, which is basically when they color the manga for people, and they do fan translations as well. I think the Naruto Shippuden fandom has this kind of weird thing where they think every other shonen's out to get them. Like, I see them compare the Kamehameha to the Rasengan, which is kind of weird, and it's kind of stupid because they're from completely different series.
What up boys, it's me Yelnif here. So Extamsa has decided to hold me at gunpoint, and now I have to talk about the absolutely deplorable, disgusting, and reprehensible group of rabid dogs known as the Attack on Titan fans. So if you're like me and have been an Attack on Titan fan for a long time, you may have encountered some interesting individuals, and I am here today to discuss them. So you may or may not have realised that over the last couple of years there's been a fairly minor global pandemic going on. But if you missed the info, I honestly can't blame you because it's been a pretty low-key event. But eventually a vaccine was made to combat COVID-19, and when this happened, doctors realised something quite unusual. That a lot of people who identified as Attack on Titan fans started entering hospitals around the world with severe damage to their hands after having the vaccine. It is told that these people are hiding in walls and are making aggressive twit-longers to this very day about how the rumbling will soon begin.